I first came to Hunting Island when I was about 2 years old, but I actually came when I was in my mom's belly the first time. But it's just a really, really special place to me because I created so many memories there. We came as a family every single summer that I can remember until we moved to Savannah when the beach was a little bit closer. And we had our own house. But I just remember playing on the beach and building sandcastles and walking as far down as we could see, going to the lighthouses. Just really, really creating fantastic memories with my family.
You just can't believe.
Well, I first came to this cottage back in the 60s when it had been built and belonged to Penn Community Center down here in St. Helena's Island, which was founded as a school by the Quakers for the children of freed slaves. And somewhere along the way, I guess it was in the 60s, Courtney Sisloff, who was a Quaker, who was the director of Penn Center, heard that they were leasing land here on Hunting Island, which had been taken over by the Department of Parks, the State Department of Parks, Recreation and Tourism, that private citizens could lease land and build out here. So Courtney got it for the people who came to the center for meetings who might want to come and have a rest out here at the ocean, and it's so peaceful and beautiful out here. So he leased the land from the state of South Carolina after a lot of trouble, but he filed a lawsuit, got the lease to the land, and had this cottage built. And while it was owned by Penn Center, this cottage, a lot of times groups would come out here from the civil rights movement, like Martin Luther King Jr. was out here just to get around the ocean and be peaceful for a while. And I actually came to a meeting that was held out here, and I remember Dr. King sitting in one of those African straw king chairs in this corner, and I never dreamed back then that I would own the place, and I just came to a meeting as a young student, or as a young person. And sure enough, when Courtney joined the Peace Corps in the early 70s, and was trying to sell it, I happened to be with him at a place in Atlanta, and he said, "I'm trying to sell the beach cottage." And between your mother and a couple of other people, we were able to raise the very small amount and bought the beach cottage. And I think your family started coming out way back in the 70s. So there's a lot of history attached to this.
It's so incredible to see the power of the ocean and its complete disregard for whatever's in its way. It destroyed the road, it's destroyed homes, and luckily my aunt's house is on the very end of the island where the ocean kind of wraps around it, kind of pushes out from the shore and wraps around that end of the island, so hers is able to still be there, really. But as you can see, it's coming in close. I remember going to the lighthouse as a kid and seeing how incredibly huge it was. I remember the first time I walked up. I think it's about 200, 300 stairs. And the first time I walked up that I can remember was just an incredible feat. I could not believe it. And it was so cool to stand up there and look out at the ocean and be able to see so far and really see nothing else.
Selling them blankets to bleed the house by the sea, the scent of roses and raspberry leaves.
so at rest here in my spirit, and just there's something about it that is just it's the beauty of it, it's the history of it, it's nature at its best, it's the solitude, it's from seeing a diamondback snake, which a friend of mine saw, to seeing a raccoon eat out of his friend's hand, to having deer eat out of your hand. It's just, in this crazy busy world, it's just an experience that is totally rare. And my whole family feels that way.
The peacefulness of this place is what really makes me fall in love with it over and over again. I spent 3 days by myself out here last winter, and it was some of the most incredible time alone I've ever spent. There was nothing, I didn't have any animals, I didn't bring my dog. It was just me and the house and the ocean. So I'm going to enjoy what's left and make it the best it can be, because this place is so special and so close to my heart that I have to take advantage of the time that's left.